Very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the today's session. And this session we are going to discussing the most interesting way of diagrammatical presentation, that is ogres. In from the some previous classes, we have started discussion with the frequency diagrams. In the frequency diagram, we have completed the discussion of histogram and frequency polygon. And third main important uh, frequency diagram is ogres. The third main important frequency diagram is ogre. Yeah, ogres is also called as cumulative frequencies. Yeah, ogres is also called as cumulative frequencies. Yeah, keep your mind, cumulative frequency is nothing but adding together the values or summarizing the values of a frequency is nothing but cumulative frequency. Cumulation means adding together. Okay, that's why your ogres means adding the values of a frequencies based on two way. That's why the ogres are broadly classified into two types. In the first one, types of ogres are two types of ogres are two other, or we can say two types of ogres we have. What are the two types means? In that first one, less than ogre, and second one, more than ogre. First one is less than ogre and second one is more than ogre. Here less than ogre means we are going to cumulate the frequencies, means we are going to add the frequencies against to the upper class limit. In the less than ogre, we are going to add the frequencies, or the cumulative frequencies we are going to floated against the upper class limits of the class interval. But whereas in more than ogre, the cumulative frequencies, or we are going to add the frequencies against lower class limit of the class interval. This is what less than ogre and more than ogre. Take a meaning of or how to draw the less than ogre. Here under the less than ogre, under the less than ogre, cumulative frequencies plotted against respective upper class limit of the class interval Got it now? Here in under the less than ogre, we are going to cumulate the frequencies. It means we are going to add the frequencies against their respective upper class limits of the class interval. You will understand how we will be going to add against upper class limit in the next step. Okay, but now you understand while getting the less than OGU, the cumulative frequencies, or we will be going to add the frequencies again as the respective upper class limits. Here where it less than OGU comes, we should be consider only the upper class limits, and whereas in more than OGU it is just opposite to the less than OGU. More than OGU is just opposite to the less than OGU. Under the more than OGU cumulative frequencies floated means adding against, floated against respective lower class limits, where we are going to take upper class limits. We are taking a cumulative frequencies, or we are going to adding the frequencies against respective upper class limit, but in the more than OGU we are going to cumulate the frequencies against respective lower class limits. Lower class limits of the class interval. Got it now? The OGUs means is nothing but cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means adding together the value of the frequencies. Here there are two types of OGUs. One is less than OGU and another one is more than OGU. Under the less than OGU, we will be add the frequencies, and we will be get the cumulative frequencies against, floated against respective upper class limits of the class interval, and under the more than OGU, the cumulative frequencies floated against respective lower class limits of the class interval. When more than comes, we should consider the lower class limits. Already I explained you about the class limits. If it is 0 to 10 to 20, it is considered as a lower limit, and the 10th value is considered as a upper class limit. In more than method, in less than method, we will consider upper class limits. In more than OGU, we will consider lower class limits. Less than means we should consider upper class, more than means we should consider lower class limits. This is what the class limits. Got it? Where in the less than method, we will cumulate the frequencies against the upper class, whereas more than OGU, we will cumulate the frequencies against lower class limits. Keep in your mind, okay? And when we go to discuss the shape of the OGUs, here always the less than OGU moves upward or increasing way. Always the less than OGU will move upward, increasing way. That's why less than OGUs will never decreasing. Less than OGU will never decreasing. It will always move to the upward. Got it now? It will always move to the upward. It will never decrease. Less than OGUs never decreasing. Okay, then whereas more than OGU will never increase, because always more than OGUs will move downward. Downward means decreasing way. Always more than O gives will be moves downward, less than O gives will moves to the upward. That's why the less than O give will never decrease. Always it will be increasing. And with more than O give, more than O give never, sorry, will never increasing. Less than will never decrease. More than OG will never increasing. Always more than OG, sorry, less than OG will be moves upward and more than OG will moves to the downward. This is more than OG and this is less than OG. Shape of more than and less than. Less than will always move to the upward. Always moves to the upward. It will never decrease. And more than OG always decreasing or it moves to the downward. It will never increase. Got it now? The shape of two curves. Always less than will move to the upward. More than will move to the downward. And most important feature of the OG is where these two curves, it means two OGs are going to be intersect, that intersection point will find out the median value. Median means you will be going to analyze in the next chapter. Median means the exact middle value of the distribution. Exact middle value of the distribution. When we draw the less than OG and more than OG, the intersection point of these two OGs will find graphically the value of a median. It finds graphically the value of a median. Write down the intersection. The most important feature of OGs is intersection point of less than and more than OG gives the value of a median. Got it? Here, the most important feature of the OG is the intersection point of the less than and more than OG gives the value of a median. Where we have studied histograms will give the graphically the value of a mode, and the same way the OGs will be going to give the value of a median where this less than OG and more than OG is going to be intersects each other. Okay, because these two OGs are moving in the opposite direction. Always the less than OG will move a upward direction and more than OG will move in a downward direction. That's why where these two OGs will intersect each other, that particular point will give the value equal to a median. This is what the most important feature of an OG they will ask for. 1 mark also. What is the graphical way to find out the median? That is OG. What is the graphical way to find out the mode means? That is histogram. Got it now? This is what the importance of OGs. Have you understood? OGs means is nothing but cumulative frequency. There are two types, less than and more than OG. Here where we are going to cumulate the frequencies relating to less than OG, we will consider again as upper class limits, and in more than OG, the cumulative frequencies will be calculated against respective lower class limits of the class And shape of two ogives are, first one, less than ogive will never decrease. Less than ogive will never decrease. Always it moves to the upward. And more than ogive will never decrease. Always it will be, sorry, in more than ogive will never increasing. Always it will be downward or decreasing. That's why it will never increase, and less than will never decrease. Got it now? And the most important feature of the ogive is the intersection point of less than ogive and more than ogive gives the value of the median. This is what the theoretical way of ogives. Now we'll move to the practical way of ogive. How to draw a ogive with an given example data. Have you understood, right? Now they will give one particular question and the data relating to that question, and by using that particular data, now we're going to draw the less than ogive and more than ogive. When we have practically going to draw the more than ogive and less than ogive, you will clearly understand what less than ogive and what is more than ogive. Okay? Now take up question number 1, example question, to draw the more than ogive and less than ogive. The first example question, draw the less than ogive and more than ogive for the following data. Okay, this is what the question they will give, including the data. First, marks. Here the number of students. Here it is also called as frequencies, means the values, also called as frequency or values. Here the marks, class interval is 20, 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100. And the number of students, 6, 5, 33, 40, 6. Now this is all the question they will ask for 4 months or 6 months. They will give a particular data and relating to that data draw the less than ogive and more than ogive, like that they will ask. And after writing the data, firstly we need to have a cumulative frequencies for the less than method as well as more than ogive. First we will find the cumulative frequencies for less than method. Less than cumulative frequency, CF I will write as a short form. Next we need to find out more than ogives. More than ogives are cumulative frequency. Here I already said you, in the less than method we will going to be add or we will going to be cumulate the frequencies against upper class limit of the class interval. We will be going to add the frequencies, or we will be going to cumulate. Cumulate is nothing but adding or summarizing, including in the mains. Okay? Where in the less than method, we will be going to add the frequencies against upper class limit of the class interval. But in more than method, we will be going to add the frequencies against the lower class limit of a class interval. In less than method, we will consider, or we will be going to add the frequencies against upper class. In more than method, we will be going to add the frequencies against lower class limit. Got it? Less than method means you should concentrate only on upper class limits, and here in the more than method we should give an importance, or we will be going to calculate the frequencies based on the lower limits. Got it now? And come to how to calculate the less than OGUs. Here, while less than OGU, we should consider the upper class limit. How in the sense? Less than 20. How many students are scored the marks less than 20? Less than 20 compared to all the frequencies. Less than 20, how many are scored? 6 students have scored marks less than 20. That's why in the less than method, we should be going to cumulate the frequencies against upper class. Against upper class limits. That's why less than 20, how many number of students have scored marks? 6 members that I have written here. And next step, less than 40. Less than 40 means it includes 20, 30, 25, 50, all the numbers. Less than 40 means below 40. How many of students have scored the marks? 5 plus 6, 11. Less than 40, how many? We should add this 2. Then 6 plus 5, 11. The 11 students have scored the marks below 40 or less than 40. Then less than 60, how many students have scored? 33, 5, 6 means 11 plus 33 is 44. The 44 students have scored the marks less than 60. Less than 60 marks, how many students have scored the marks? 40. Now we are understanding. We are adding the frequencies against upper class limit. Got it? Less than 26, less than 40. It means including 20 also. That's why we will add these two frequencies. We will be going to cumulate these two frequencies. We will get 11. And less than 60 means this all the students are scored less than 60, right? Then we will cumulate all three frequencies. We will get 44. Or we can see already these two we have added. 11 plus 33 we will get 44. Got it now? Then next, less than 80. Less than 80. How many students have scored the marks? These 4 values will be scored less than 80, right? Less than 80 means 44. These 3 values already we have added. We got 44. 44 plus 14, 58. 58 students have scored marks less than 80. Got it now? Now, last, less than 100. Less than 100. This all the students have scored less than 100. Then 58 plus 6, we will get 64. This is how to cumulate the frequencies in the less than method. In the less than method or in the less than OGU, we will cumulate the frequencies against upper class. It means we will be going to add the frequencies against upper class limit. Less than 20 means we will consider only this number of students. Less than 40 means we should add this 3. Less than 60 means we should add all this 3. Less than 80 means we should add all 4 values. Less than 100 means we should add all these frequencies. Then we will get 64. Got it now? This is how to get the less than OQ. Next comes to the more than OQ. Here, to get the more than cumulative frequency, we should consider lower class limit. We should consider lower class limit. Understood? More than 0. More than 0. How many students have scored the marks? More than 0 means this all the students have except 0 are from more than 0. This all the students have got marks, right? Then we should add all these numbers. We will get 64. More than 0 means this all the students have scored the marks more than 0. Then we should add all these frequencies. We will get 64. Then more than 20. More than 20 means we should subtract 6 from the 64. These 6 students have scored less than 20, right? It means here we are going to consider only the more than 20. The marks scored by the students more than 20 are this, right? Then 64 minus 6. 64 minus 6 if we add all these 5 numbers, we will get 58. Then come to next. More than 40. More than 40 means we should consider only these 3 values. More than 40 means 33, 14, 6. How many students have scored the marks more than 40? 33 plus 14, 14 plus 6. It means 53 students have scored marks more than 40. Now next, more than 60. How many students have scored the marks? 14 plus 6. More than 40 means it includes up to the 100, right? Here, more than 60 means 14 plus 6. We will be having 20. Next, more than 80 means only 6 students have scored the marks. More than 80, then write down 6 here. This is how to get the less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency. Here in the less than cumulative frequency, we should consider the upper class limits. It means less than 20, less than 40, less than 60, less than 80, less than 100. And in the same way, in a more than cumulative frequency, we should consider the upper class limits. More than 0, more than 20, more than 40, more than 60, more than 80. We should leave remaining. 0 means we should consider all this. 20, more than 20 means we should subtract below 20 and we should add frequencies of more than 20. We will get 58. More than 40 means we should add 3 values, then we will get 53. Likewise, here in the less than method, we should be add one by one. Then more than method, we will be going in the first we will be had total here, and again we will subtract each value from the total. This is how to get the less than and more than cumulative frequency. Now by using this data, easily we can draw the OGUs. That is less than OGU and more than OGU. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Less than OGU, we should consider the upper class limit. Means less than 20 means only 6 members got less than 20. Then less than 40 means this 2 values we should be had. Less than 60 means all 3 values we should be had. Less than 80 means all these 4 frequencies we should be had. Less than 100 means all this value we should be add all these frequencies, because all the students have got scored less than 100, that is 64. Here more than means above that, above 0. How many are scored? All this are scored above 0, right? Then 64 students. More than 20 means we should consider up to the 100. More than 20, how many are scored? 58. Then more than 40. How many are scored? 33, 14, 16, 53 members. More than 60, 14 and 6, 20. And more than 80 means you consider only the 6 students that we have written here. Now we are going to draw the obtuse. And going to be 0, x-axis, y-axis. Here in the x-axis I am going to measure the marks, and here the number of students is the variable. The number of students we are going to return in the y-axis. Got it? And in the x-axis I am going to measure the marks. And before going to take the class interval on the y-axis, just observe the values. The values maximum is 64 and minimum is 6. The range of the values is maximum 64, minimum 6. Then shall we take class interval as a 5 for the clear understanding? We will take the class interval as a 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Got it up? Then your marks 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay? Here, what difference I will take from 0 to 40? Same difference I should continue with the all numbers. And what space here I will take? I am going to continue in the same space between the intervals. Okay? Now, we'll move to draw the less than obtuse. Less than obtuse. Here, while drawing the less than obtuse, what should we keep in our mind? We should always keep in our mind only the upper class limit. While drawing the less than obtuse, we are going to plot it against upper class limit, right? Upper class limit only we will be considered while drawing the less than obtuse. Then upper class limit, while in the less than 20, how many students have scored the marks? Less than 20? 6. Less than 20? 6 means 5 above 1, take 1 point. And less than 40, sorry, less than 40, how many have scored the marks? 11. 11 means above 10, take a 1 particular point. Yes. Now, more than 60 is 40, sorry, less than 60, how many students have scored the marks? 44. Less than 60, 44. 44 means below 55. 41, 42, 43, 44. Yes. Now, less than 80, how many students are scored? 58. 58 means 56, 7, 8, 9, right? 58 here. Next, less than 100, we have 64 students. Less than 100, we have 64 students means here. Now, we should all add I'll form scale. But I don't have scale. That's why I am using my hand to draw. Now I got less than OQ. I said already, less than OQ will never decreasing. Always it moves to the upward. And in the same way, more than OQ will never increase. It will move to the downward. That's why how it will come. We'll draw now the more than OQ. While drawing the more than OQ, the cumulative frequencies we should be plotted against. We should be plotted against lower class limit. Lower class limit. More than 0, how many students are scored? 64. Yeah, 0 is here, right? More than 0, how many students are scored? 64. The first plotted point is here. More than 0, 64. Got it? And more than 20, how many students are scored? 58. More than 20, 58. 58 means here. 51, 52, 53, 58. 58. Next, more than 40, 53. More than 40, 53. 53 means 51, 52, 53, 54, right? Here 53. 53. Next, more than 60, how many students? 20. More than 60, 20. And more than 80, how many students are scored? 6. I said already, I am telling once again. Here, while drawing the more than cumulative frequency, we will plot the cumulative frequencies against lower class limits. That's why I am considering this 80. More than 80, 6. More than 80, 6. 6 means above 5. Take one slight 1 point. Got it now? 64. More than 0, 64. More than 20, 58. More than 40, 53. More than 60, 20. And more than 80, 6. Now add all this floated points. This is what? More than OQ. Now you understood? More than OQ always decreasing, it will never increase. Less than OQ will be always increasing, it will never decrease. And most important feature I said, right? Where this more than OQ and less than OQ intersects each other, that particular point will be find the median. Find the median. It means the exact middle value of the distribution. See the exact center point 50. Right? Between 40 and 60, 50, right? From 0 to 100, what is the exact middle value? 50. Then whatever the OQ curves we have drawn, that is exactly right. Got it now? The most important feature is where these two OQs, it means less than OQ and more than OQ intersects each other. The intersection point will give the median. Median. That's why for 1 mark they will ask what is the graphical way to find out the median means OQs. Got it now? This is what the OQ. Then in the next class we will discuss one more diagram relating to OQs for the clear understanding. I hope all of you understood, and we'll continue this topic for the next class. Thank you everyone.